Welcome, Stephanie. It's lovely to see you this evening. Thank you for joining us. All the way from Portland, Oregon.
Exactly, West Coast.
Lovely, lovely. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. We're just going to have a very, very quick introduction to your book to share with our viewers that are maybe considering purchasing your book. And we'd like to share with them some little bit of information about you and some pertinent points. So would you please introduce our viewers to you as an author and what brought you to write the amazing essential oils for maternal wellness?
Sure. I'm Stephanie McBride. I'm a mom of 3, and I'm also a functional nutritionist, clinical herbalist, and aromatherapist. And having had babies myself and been pregnant and wanting to devour everything I could find on natural self-care, I just got really interested in the topic of wellness during pregnancy. I've been a consultant for a number of years for nutrition, herbalism, and as well as essential oils. And I think I was moved to write a book on essential oils for the childbearing year, because it felt like a big gap of information in that area. And also essential oils are so fast acting for a lot of discomforts during pregnancy and even for things like labor pain and postpartum cramping and just so much stuff. And they're great for children and for babies, and they're just so quick and easy. And I know that when you're pregnant, everything needs to be simplified big time and stress reduced. So I think they're the perfect, ideal thing to have in your purse during pregnancy to help you feel better.
Most definitely. Now, Essential Oils for Maternal Wellness is a beautiful book, everybody, and it's got some really, really pertinent points in there that are really going to help you, as you say, during pregnancy. So would you mind just introducing our viewers very quickly to the relevant sections or the most pertinent sections in the book so that they know what they're going to love and expect from reading your book and who it's for, really?
Absolutely. And first, compliments to you and your organization, your company, your oil supplies, for getting it together. It looks great. They did a really good job of making it clear and perfecting everything. Well, basically, there's different sections. You can use it as a guide that you just flip open to, if you're having indigestion, for example, flip to the page. There's also charts in the back that are quite extensive, and then use of charts. So if you'd like to know how to delete for different stages of maternity or for children's health, things like that, it's all really at your fingertips. And I also wrote it as a book that you can just read straight through. So if this is your first baby, or if you're just getting into work as a midwife or a doula, and you really want to go through kind of the order that symptoms arise or discomforts arise, and what do you have to expect in your journey. And I share a little bit of my story, or kind of funny, and I have a little funny narrative part at the beginning of each chapter that introduces that part of pregnancy and what happened with me and what to expect. And then I talk about why do you have joint pain suddenly? You've never had it in your life. What's going on in your body to cause that? A couple of nutritional tips, and then just how to apply essential oils, which ones are great for that, what are precautions that you might need to know, and then refers you back to the charts to look at which different kinds of applications you can use to address those symptoms. So I think it's really user friendly, but it's also read straight through and learn a ton about what to expect during your pregnancy. That's really helpful.
Super. And what I really like about your book and how you've laid it out is you this is the page on labor pain, and it talks about labor pain here, and then you've got, as you quite rightly said, you've got this wonderful section here that's all about your hindsights, those aha moments, those if I'd have known. And it's really lovely to gain what your experience was and what your hindsight was looking back at the experience you had, and how things maybe would have been different, or how you would have addressed it differently, or how you would have used essential oils that you didn't use before, and different elements of nutrition. And I think it's really lovely how you can share your active experience with mothers to be. Now, as you've said, this isn't just a book for mothers to be, so who else would want to use this book?
I think it's really important for anyone that provides care or education to people who are pregnant. And this can include, family members and friends, but also if you're an essential oil educator, it's really important that you give accurate information and safety guidelines during pregnancy, because there are a lot of things that may not be obvious, but they're easy enough once you learn about them. Certainly to use for your partner as you're going through this, or your daughter, or it's just such a lovely thing. And then I teach birth professionals. I have for a number of years. I do continuing education classes, and I think there is higher level, more clinical information in the book, but it's full of disclaimers. If you're not actually a practitioner, don't use it like this, or use this as a backup, for example. essential oils are really great for stopping bleeding. So if someone's having a home birth and they're bleeding too much, call the hospital, follow emergency procedures. But also in the meantime, I mean, why not put helichrysum on the abdomen, or cypress, or something that I've heard many, many times, can really help to stop the bleeding in the moment, just as like a quick backup plan, or side by, I guess complementary medicine, something like that. So I think it's really good to be read by also people who are in the medical field and attend births, as long as you keep in mind that you want to follow standards of emergency procedures.
Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you. I mean, that was just a quick snapshot, and it's just to give those viewers that are maybe on the page here having a look at the product and wondering if it's for them. It gives you some information, but do head on to the link that's up in the advert that links to our YouTube video, and you can also go to Stephanie McBride's author page and learn so much more about her material and also her wonderful e-course. I encourage you to have a look there, learn more about Stephanie and her wonderful experience and her credentials that have enabled her to write such an amazing book. So thank you for viewing our product page today, and I hope you like what you've heard. Thanks. Take care. Thank you, Stephanie. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Vivian.